Once upon a time, in a forest glade, stood a giant shoe. It wasn't just any shoe, mind you. It was enormous, big enough to be a house. And what's more, someone lived in it. It was an old woman, her face wrinkled like a prune, but her eyes sparkling with life. She was known as the little old woman who lived in a shoe. The shoe lay on its side, its laces trailing like vines. The open mouth served as the door, always welcoming. Inside it was cosy and warm, a fire crackling merrily in the hearth. The old woman had made it her home, a safe haven from the world. The forest provided for her, its bounty filling her basket each morning. Berries, mushrooms and nuts were her treasures. She never took more than she needed, always grateful for nature's gifts. Life wasn't easy, but the old woman, she always persevered. The little old woman wasn't alone in her shoe. Oh no, far from it. She had children, lots and lots of children. They tumbled and played, their laughter echoing through the glade. Each child was different, yet they shared a bond unbreakable. There was Tom, the eldest, always tinkering with bits of wood and string. Then came Tilly, her nimble fingers weaving wonders with yarn. There was Finn, the storyteller, his tales captivating his siblings, and so many more, each contributing to their little family. The old woman, she loved them all dearly. She taught them the ways of the forest, how to live in harmony with nature. She instilled in them kindness, courage, and above all, the importance of family. They were her everything, her heart overflowing with love. Life hadn't always been this way for the old woman and her children. They once had a proper house, a charming cottage covered in ivy. The old woman's husband, a sturdy woodcutter, had built it with his own 2 hands. He was a good man, strong and kind, loved by all who knew him. But their happiness was shattered by a giant, a fearsome creature with eyes like burning coals. He stormed through their village, his booming laughter shaking the very ground. He snatched the woodcutter, accusing him of stealing his trees. The old woman and her children could only watch in horror as he carried their father away. The giant destroyed their cottage, leaving them homeless and heartbroken. It was then they stumbled upon the giant shoe, discarded and forgotten. They made it their home, a constant reminder of the loved one they had lost. Among the old woman's children, one stood out. His name was Strongarm, and he was as sturdy as an oak. He had inherited his father's strength and courage, his eyes burning with a fierce determination. Strongarm missed his father terribly, and he vowed to bring him back. He gathered his brothers, 11 strong lads, each skilled in their own right. There was Quick Wit, the strategist, his mind sharp as a tack. There was Steady Hand, the archer, his aim true. And there was Lightfoot, the scout, swift as the wind. Together they would face any danger to save their father. They trained day and night, honing their skills, their resolve hardening like iron. They knew the giant lived in a fearsome castle, guarded by terrifying creatures. But their love for their father fueled their courage, pushing them to be brave. After weeks of preparation, the time came for the brothers to set out. Armed with courage and their father's axe, they ventured into the heart of the forest. The journey was fraught with peril, but they faced each challenge head-on, their bond unbreakable. They finally reached the giant's castle, a menacing fortress of stone and iron. A terrifying dragon, its scales shimmering like 1,000 sunsets, guarded the drawbridge. Its fiery breath could melt the stoutest heart, its roar shaking the very mountains. But Strongarm and his brothers stood their ground. They fought with the ferocity of cornered wolves, their skills honed to perfection. Quick Wit devised a plan, using the environment to their advantage. Steady Hand's arrows found their mark, weakening the beast.